let's talk about an undervalued arbitrage opportunity for content creators here in 2026, and something I didn't think we'd be talking about in 2026, and that's Google reviews. Are you familiar with Google reviews? I know, it's silly. Hey, my name is Dan. I'm a content creator. I do educational pieces. I help content creators make more money, figure out what they need to do to make more money, figure out their voice, figure out their niche, and build a personal brand that gets them paid. So why Google reviews? Well, it's the number one search engine in the world. Let's start with that. It is also still a place that so many businesses don't utilize effectively. And you can test this out by going to literally any restaurant, any landmark, or almost anywhere around you in a hospitality, in a hotel, and see what they're doing on Google. Very few have high quality photos, even less have video or high quality video. So you want to set yourself apart? Get on Google reviews. I am crazy bullish on it. I personally became a Google trusted photographer in 2016, and we are now in 2026. I slept on it for literally 4 or 5 years. So this is a reminder for anyone out there to create consistent content and don't stop. Now I'm playing some catch up. That said, I digress. Going back to why Google reviews and how to actually do this, because I know if you're following me on X, which I would appreciate that, Danisdriven across all platforms. But if you're following me on X, I've been talking about it a lot. I've been talking about ways that creators can make more money, being UGC, being clipping, being just content creation, building a personal brand, essentially. But Google reviews is a very interesting one because it's just not utilized. So what are Google reviews? Well, they're literally places that give their brand or business presence on Google. So the better high quality content that a brand has, the higher they are in search. And in an attention economy that we're in, high quality photo and high quality video does wonders. So that's one thing of why Google reviews. And how do you actually get going on this? Well, literally, like anywhere you are in your geographical location, use landmarks. Like I'm walking in a park here right now. Park would be a great one. There's a restaurant right there. There's a pharmacy right there. There's a gym right there. All of those things you can do Google reviews for. If you have no Google reviews, start with that. Go to 30 to 50 businesses or landmarks in your area and review them. Write reviews that are more than 200 characters. Write reviews that have a combination of photo, video. Maybe you share some sort of insider tip that travelers can get used to or can get insight into or whatever. But it's a massive, massive thing. So get going hard on Google reviews and let me know how it goes. So we've talked about what they are. We've talked about how to, build a portfolio or how to do it. So now that you've built 30 to 50 of your portfolio, you now start approaching businesses. And how this works is you DM them, you email them, maybe go into there and just explain what it is that you do, what it is that you can offer. And if you're not sure how to package the value that you bring, reach out to me. I can help you do that. If you are sure how to do that, well, then go out and do it. Don't be afraid of no's. Don't be afraid of a business saying, not for us, whatever. Those people that can work through the no's, you're going to get a lot of yeses. But you also have to think volume and think quality. So Good Earth Coffee Shop is right here. Go into there, talk to them, tell them what you do, tell them what you offer, and show them how you can essentially help. So I've laid it out for you here on how to get started. Now let's maybe talk about how do we build a cash flow into this. Well, like I said, you want a body of work. Now maybe you start by charging like a promo rate to get your confidence up, get your own acumen up, and get that body of work on a professional level. Because at the end of the day, if you have a certain style and you're wanting to grow and make money off it, a lot of times businesses may require something else. So you may need to flex your skill set in a big way to get there. So it's going to give you experience in a very, very quick way. So message a bunch of places, figure out how you can provide value, being photo, video, maybe do some walkthroughs for my professional photographers, those that understand how to utilize a fisheye lens. You can actually do virtual walkthroughs and stitch those photos together so you get immense amount of views because Google Maps will actually utilize those. So build a body of work, and based on, I guess, how much capacity you have in terms of your time, based on how much hustle behind you, you'll figure out how many you want to do. I've had a lot of talks with creators about doing probably, 50 reviews in 30 days is reasonable. And if you plan it out accordingly, it can work. What do I mean by this? Like, in the last 3 to 5 minutes, we've walked by a park, a landmark, 3 businesses. There's your Google reviews in a day. So pick a coffee shop on your route, pick a few landmarks, treat it like a business, and do it properly. So I've kind of laid it out there. If you have any questions, obviously pop it below. I want to hear from you. What are your biggest obstacles? What are your biggest challenges? Ultimately, I'm sure you can probably ask these questions as well to ChatGPT or Claude, because it will help you along the way. But if I can provide a little guidance, like I'm happy to help you out with that. No problem. Here's a Google review I actually did recently for the INS market. Let's see, this one? The Bridgeland convenience store. Because it's a new location, obviously it being on the LRT route, there's probably a lot of people that are going to search it. So you got to figure out ways to get some undiscovered arbitrage within being a content creator. I'm going to do a separate video on clipping just because I'm mad bullish on it, and I think there's so much potential with it. But we're here talking about Google reviews in 2026, which I know I mentioned this already, but really never thought this would be a thing. I thought this would be the most saturated market by now. I thought me even being a Google trusted photographer, like I was late to the party, and in fact like early. So get going on Google reviews if you have not. And if you want an exact roadmap for yourself in your specific demographic and geographic location and niche, reach on out to me. Like I said, Danisdriven on X. That would be the best place for you to get in contact with me. I'll create a roadmap for you. I might ask you to tag a few people in a post, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to work with the algorithm and get things going. We're here to connect. We're here to build. So, thank you for listening to my commercial break, brought to you by my own personal brand. And me helping you guys win as well. So as we return to our program, we've built out the what it is, the how you do it, the who as well, even the where. We've pretty much covered it all. Maybe I can give you some other hot tips that can help you improve this as like a business. So if you have a website, link your Google reviews as a thumbnail on your website to go to the Google reviews. But then also you can show other businesses in a quick way of your body of work. Alternatively, if you don't have a website, creating something on Google Drive is like a cheap and cheerful way to do it, because you've now got a place for it that you can quickly send people, hey, these are the reviews I do, here's my body of work. And that's how this economy is shaping up, because people want proof that you have that track record. So being able to show them where your Google reviews are is a great place. So another hot tip, realistically, if you're someone that has traveled a lot and you've taken photos of food, I'm sure you probably have Google reviews already loaded in your camera roll. Being a trip, being a cool landmark like the Eiffel Tower or wherever you've been. You can do Google reviews of almost anything that's on Google. Recently, I added a Google review of a Airbnb we went to in Costa Rica back in November of 2024. This Airbnb we went to was not even on Google. So I added the location there for the first time ever on Google, which unlocked a cool feature. Long story short with that, it was already all on my camera roll. So I just shared it and unlocked a new feature on Google. So I'm sure you have that, and I'm sure you can utilize that. Maybe you've been to somewhere like, I don't know, maybe you go to downtown Calgary and you share of the Calgary Tower, or what do I see from here? The Alt Hotel. Like, there is so many options loaded up in your camera roll already that you can utilize. In your demographic, in your specific geographic location, another hot tip for you, think about landmarks. Landmarks are things that people search on Google innocuously, if you will. And if you have interesting video, especially of landmarks that are interactive, that are immersive, that maybe show people a different angle, or maybe to get a different perspective, or if it's a viewpoint, maybe a hidden view that's safe, of course, but maybe a hidden view that isn't somewhere people check out. All of these things are ways as a content creator that you can increase your presence and increase your footprint on Google reviews. If you would like more of a professional roadmap, obviously reach on out. I'm happy to help you guys. If you're not yet, subscribe, because I think less than 30% of you are subscribed that watch these videos. So hopefully it helped. We'll see you guys in another upload. Really testing the mic today and its capacity for the wind, because it's a windy one here. But thank you guys so much. We'll see you in another upload real soon. Bye-bye.